Here's the story of this custom 1967 Charger Daytona I built more than 20 years ago. Wow, time does fly. It started out as a club how-to on chopping the top on a fastback style car. It then sat in the box until I saw this hypothetical 1971 Charger with Daytona style bits. I also discovered the Dodge DeRue concept car. I thought, what would happen if these concepts were applied to that 67 Charger? So it got dug out, and some bits from a monogram Superbird got mocked up. These photos are date stamped, and from the early digital photo era. Again, where is the time gone? I thought some modern headlights would be more interesting than the pop-up lights typically of a Daytona, so pockets were scratch built. The steel wheels from the newly updated monogram 1970 Roadrunner were also chosen. Things moved fairly fast, and about 6 weeks later, the nose was molded in, with a chin spoiler added. The spoiler was pretty easy. A slot was created with a razor saw, and the spoiler just inserted into that slot. The wheels have now had custom offsets made from another set of wheels, and the side scoops opened up. Under the hood, it had to have a 426 Hemi. This one has a log manifold converted to fuel injection, with scratch-built aluminum stacks. The inner fender wells also had a lot of work done to allow the model to sit low with the wide front tires. The 67 Charger is a pretty custom interior, even stock. The door panels had the center trim cut out so custom inserts could be added later. The date stamp has been turned off by this point, but it was nearing final primer, but the chassis needed some more work. One thing about these kits is the seam between the chassis plate and the interior tub. That was eliminated on this model by molding the interior floor to the chassis, a subtle detail that is often overlooked. This car needed an exhaust with attitude. An AAR CUDA style system with a Dr. Gas crossover was scratch built from aluminum rod with mufflers and tips from brass stock. The rear suspension has the leaf springs moved inward to allow for more tire clearance. I decided to try auto air paint on this model, and sparklescent green was chosen. The engine was painted first to see if the color was what I had in mind. Keeping with the race custom theme, some blue streak style tires were desired, but with a twist. I thought some green streak tires would be a pretty cool addition. The date stamp came back about the time it is in final primer. Tape templates were created that would be used to transfer to carbon fiber decals from Scale Motorsports. The green stripes on the tires are custom dry transfers I had produced at a local print shop. The outer rims have the new, for the time, Alclad chrome paint. The centers feature separate lug nuts with center hubs machined from aluminum rod, just chucked into a Dremel tool. The engine also got some custom dry transfers that mimic the pattern on the Mickey Thompson valve covers. Those were first covered with carbon fiber decal. This process created a moire, which was not really desired. The interior is finished in black and white, and is mostly stock. A model car garage steering wheel was added, and carbon fiber was used on the door panel inserts. This model was finished shortly before the 2005 IPMS National Convention in Atlanta, Georgia. This photo, courtesy of Jay Savary, shows how it was displayed at that event. This model did several shows in 2005, and then, nearly a decade later, it was featured in Bill Coulter's book, The Sizzling 60s, A Decade of Cars and Scale. This model recently got pulled back out of the case for some fresh photos and might attend a few shows in the future. It's interesting that it's one of the few Mopar models I've built. But I've been glued to the bench, trying to finish another custom Mopar, and hope to have it ready for the 2025 Acme Southern Nationals. If you plan to attend, be sure to stop by and say hello. And as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do, because I have all kinds of model car stories to tell. Thanks for watching.